Do you think I answered this before, but just a very personal, specific question for a patient is that patient was 43 years old, previously HER2 low 10 years ago, and now has recurrent pleural effusions that we've tapped 10 times, HER2 zero every time. And I want to find any excuse possible to give her an HER2, so I'm going to try 11th time. But I think this is kind of to the question earlier of these patients. Do you treat based upon a HER2 low from 10 years ago, or do you treat with an alternative regimen not involving an HER2?
I have an answer, but I'll let you go first.
Yeah, so my question would be, was it ultra low?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question, would be, I would call the pathology up and I would ask, is there any signal? Is it ultra low? That would be my
in the
question.
pleural effusion.
In the pleural effusion.
But now let's say that's still ultra low. I mean zero.
Zero.
Pleural effusion 0, 0, 0, 0, 10 times 0, 0.
I would be hesitant to offer T-DXd in the way that this is a bigger beast that we are handling, and we need to control the pleural effusion. If it's truly legit negative, and I most likely we can get T-DXd approved. But my question would be, is the patient going to benefit from that? So I probably will reach out to something else.
So I'm going to disagree with you for the first time tonight. I think if you have a prior specimen where you have HER2 low expression, you could go for it. Part of the issue with HER2 immunohistochemistry testing is this absence of comparator tissue in a metastatic site. At least with a metastatic site, you have tissue, but with a pleural effusion, there's no control tissue at all.
That's
so you can't
true.
benchmark HER2 really at all. And so you would miss an ultra low potentially. The patient I referenced earlier actually was a TNBC patient who actually, even in the primary site and even in the metastatic sites in her skin, et cetera, always zero. That patient I genuinely believe to be HER2 zero. But this, I think, got a positive biopsy from before. I actually, personally, I would give it a shot in this patient.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking the question, because I would, that's a great point. It is, that's a great point.
Yeah. I think we don't have a lot of corpus of data around things like pleural effusions and staining them. I would give this lady the benefit of the doubt, frankly, and say, okay, you had a positive specimen at some point for low expression, maybe go for it.
So I'm going to ask a follow-up question.
Okay, go for it. I love how you interview me too.
So let's see, the primary tissue was HER2 low. And now you have a liver biopsy and it's zero, and you don't believe it. A repeated liver biopsy is still zero, negative. Would you consider offering T-DXd?
It depends on the site of progression. If the liver is the sole site, then I would be a little worried about that. But if there's multiple sites and you just happen to hit the one that didn't have it, I kind of would give the patient the benefit of the doubt of the most active agent you have. Unfortunately, tissues have heterogeneity, and it could just be a liver sampling issue as well, even in that scenario. I literally saw a case today in our tumor board where there's HER2 2+ staining on just a small population of cells, but the rest of the tissue is kind of zero, and so this happens. You just don't know where the needle is on that day, and so that's the downside of tissue-based biopsying, of course.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I was just impressed by the 11 times, and I start to doubt myself.